Yeah, personally I do. I think the UN had a lot to do with it because the UN's got a big treaty right now on board to get rid of guns in all member nations.
So you're kind of smart. You know what's going on.
A little bit. You know, I don't watch the news because it's all just a bunch of lies and propaganda.
Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah, because now they're going to use that shooting to take away everyone's guns.
And a whole bunch more freedom. And
they about to go, well, yeah. Well, they've already taken away all the freedom. But soon they're gonna go door to door. It's gonna start a civil war. There's gonna be race riots. There's gonna be all out hell. I gotta take cover my head. There's gonna be all kind of hell breaking loose out here, man. But check it. Did you see you watch any of the videos on YouTube? If you get on YouTube. If you get on YouTube and go to the YouTube search box, just type in Sandy Hook. And the first two videos that pop up when you type in Sandy Hook is Sandy Hook conspiracy, Sandy Hook government setup. So I mean everybody knows it was a setup, man.
Yeah.
You know?
That's why they haven't released in-school footage yet.
Oh yeah. That retarded kid, he probably didn't even kill those kids, you know?
I mean, you've got the coroner sitting there on national TV saying all the rounds that they found at that point in the body were 223 out of the AR-15.
That's him. Hey, bro. Hey, did you know that Sandy Hook shooting? You know that was a government, bro? You know that was that was set up by the government?
What was?
You know the government is the one who shot all those little kids at Sandy Hook? You know that? Oh, you don't believe that? You're asleep. You know that?
We'll put it this way.
You're asleep.
It's some shadow government.
Yeah.
It's a shadow government, not Obama himself. You know, it's a shadow government. People, you ever heard of a black budget? It's a budget that they don't monitor. That
black ops are.
Right.
That's.
They're gonna do it. They're gonna use it to take your guns away.
I'm too much of a realist to really believe that.
What you mean by you're a realist?
What does that mean? Okay, we're realists. Let me ask you this.
I try to believe in the best of people.
Well, you sleep, bro.
Yeah, you're asleep.
Because there ain't no best of people. People ain't nothing but pieces of shit.
Hey, there's not. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Think about it. People ain't nothing but low lives, man. Even the ones that's walking around here with their hands up.
That, man.
Well, that's true.
What does the New Testament tell us?
They're people with pieces of shit.
No, it does not.
I'll tell you. It says many are called, but few are chosen. So he said only a few.
What are you guys arguing about?
You know what I'm saying?
The scripture.
They said the government set up that.
The government was behind that shooting. They killed all those little kids. So now they're going to go door to door and they're going to disarm the citizens.
I believe.
Let me ask you a question. In England, you know where England is? Because I know most people can't find America on a map now. Do you know where England is?
It's a small little island.
You know where? Oh, so you know where that's at, right?
I do.
Okay. Now, 15 years ago, right before they took away England's guns, what happened? There was a school shooting, a bunch of little children died, and they said, "Oh, we have to save the poor children."
Well,
and then
I don't
they
agree
can't
to take away the guns.
Well, that's what they're going to do.
Well, I don't agree with that.
There's going to be a civil war.
Only the bad guys will have guns.
Exactly. Well, that's what it's. If you don't think the government, like the government who was behind the attacks on 9/11.
I can't go there.
Well, you're asleep, man. You're asleep. You're asleep, man. You're in a deep slumber. You know what I'm saying? These people are far gone, man. There's no hope. That's why he's just saying there ain't nothing to do with good. What's that scripture saying? There's none to do with good.
There's none to do with good.
Oh, you got a scripture? Bring the scriptures out. All right. Yeah, like, do you know the government was behind those attacks? Behind those shootings at Sandy Hook?
The government was behind that?
You believe that?
No.
Well, that's what happened. So you're asleep too. You're in a deep sleep.
What else happened? The government responsible for 9/11.
All right, when the government come, when the military police come to your door asking if you got guns, let me know what you think then. When they shooting your wife or your brother, your sister, let me know what you think then, okay? That's what's about to happen. When you're in a concentration camp, let me know what you think then. And let me know if you thought it was a conspiracy then. But then it's going to be too late.
Psalm 64:5. They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately.
That's a government always lay a snare for you.
Privately.
Privately? What does that mean, privately? That's what he's talking about, the shadow government. like your senators and congressmen, they're not really running anything, okay? There's a shadow government that controls everything. Like, they show you that in that movie, in The Godfather, okay?
That's a movie, though. I mean,
well, no, it's based on real life, though. It's based, truth is stranger than fiction. And that's a common saying. So it doesn't matter. The shadow government controls everything. Who do you think killed John F. Kennedy? I guess that didn't happen. That never happened. Okay, that never happened.
So you never heard of reports that, like, for example, like Pearl Harbor. Yeah. You never heard that our government knew that was happening? They knew it was coming?
Maybe they knew an attack was coming, but maybe
oh no,
they
knew that. They even saw the planes coming themselves.
What about the WMDs that the government said that was in Iraq that didn't even exist?
They're in Syria now.
No, there was no. You're gone, man. Just keep walking, man. Just keep walking.
No, seriously. I mean, you honestly believe that they moved them from Iraq to Syria?
There were chemical weapons of mass destruction.
Then why didn't the U.S. find them in Iraq then?
Because they moved them to Syria.
Okay, but they moved them to Libya
and other parts of the world.
I thought their intelligence didn't see them moving so they could stop them and go get them?
No.
Esau, man.
You have a lot of faith in your military, don't you? You got a lot of faith in your government.
No, I have absolutely zero faith in the government. But I also 100% do not believe that the government was responsible for Sandy Hook. You realize how crazy that sounds?
Okay, do you
sound
okay?
It is
why
crazy.
would they
I'll show you something even crazier.
Why would they kill innocent children?
Because they have an agenda.
Okay, hold on. Why do they blow innocent children up in Iran and Pakistan and Iraq? Yes, with drones. They blow up schools. And they call it collateral damage. Collateral damage.
The drones themselves, 80% of the deaths are civilians. 87% of the deaths are civilians. How do you explain that?
I can explain that because why would Pakistan and Iran and Palestine, I'm sure you think they're part of it too, why would they build bases?
Well, first of all, Palestine, the Palestinians, they pretty much living in an open-air concentration camp. Because them so-called Jews over there got them in total subjection, in total slavery.
Well, maybe the Palestinian government should come out and take out of their charter that their sole purpose is the destruction of Israel. Maybe
well, they need to be destroyed. They need to be destroyed. The Bible said they're going to be destroyed because they're not even the real Jews. Yeah. And I'll let you in another secret. The so-called Jews are really the ones running this government, and they also control and run Hollywood. And okay, it's a fact. Now, in the new Batman movie, now listen, in the new Batman movie, The Dark Knight Rises, there's a part in the movie where it shows Sandy Hook on a map, and Sandy Hook is the area. Is that make-believe? And Sandy Hook is the place that got attacked by terrorists in that movie. That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, never saw Batman. I don't use fiction to base my political views.
Oh, well, you know what?
They knew they put things in your face. They know you don't see it.
So you would never make a good detective. You know that?
Your eyes is open, but you don't see shit. Come on. Your ears is there, but you got two ears, but you don't hear shit. You
said it's
got two eyes and don't see shit.
You said it's part of their agenda. What agenda?
Their agenda.
The New World Order. What do you think it is?
Did you watch that Loose Change movie or something?
Oh, that's them faggots. I mean, it was like truth in it.
Loose Change is true.
Loose Change is the zeitgeist?
Oh, no, Zeitgeist is bullshit.
Oh, Zeitgeist is bullshit.
It is bullshit.
Loose Change is 100% true.
Because Zeitgeist...
Even though Zeitgeist gets a ton of their shit from
Zeitgeist blasphemy the word of the Lord. That's why Zeitgeist, that's bullshit. They got a whole section on Zeitgeist about religion, and they blaspheme the Lord. They try to say Jesus was horse. And that's total madness.
You believe in Jesus? You believe in the Lord?
You know, I was raised Christian, but I don't have any religious affiliation because I think it's all bullshit.
Right, we don't either.
Yeah, okay, I agree.
We don't have a religion.
But at the same time, I don't believe that. Well, maybe to an extent. I don't believe that they're. So you're saying America and to bring a new world order.
So you're saying there's no corruption in government?
They've been saying that for 50 years.
So, it's called the Great Work.
The new world order?
That's what the Freemasons call the Great Work. Okay, it's not a plan. See, they plan long term. You might plan short term. The people that are in charge, they're in charge because they know how to manipulate people. Okay, they're empowered because they manipulate people through science, through psychology, through That's pretty much witchcraft and sorcery is what it is. Well, that's why everybody when you go to a psychiatrist, what does he do? He gives you some pills. He does the same thing a voodoo doctor would do. He give you some drugs.
Yeah. That's
why half of America is asleep because they doped up on pharmaceuticals. And that's why you're so easy to manipulate.
No, I'm not.
And they also
do not say that.
Now, do you brush your teeth with fluoride? Do you brush your teeth with fluoridated toothpaste?
Wait, what?
Do you or do you not brush your teeth with fluoridated toothpaste?
Fluoridated toothpaste?
Yeah.
I buy Crest, so if there's fluoridated toothpaste
so
then yeah.
you have brain damage, so it's really not your fault.
Yeah,
You're a
I really
victim.
You're not an exception.
Now
if
listen.
you're putting poison in your mouth, it's going to go to your brain.
Now listen to me. Now let's speak about factual information. So Harvard University, you ever hear of Harvard University before?
No, I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it, okay. Well, Harvard University recently came out with a study, and they said, yes, it is a scientific fact that fluoridated toothpaste and fluoridated water lowers your IQ significantly, and it causes brain damage. Now that's Harvard University. Is that a conspiracy?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. You have no hope, man. You have no hope.
I have no hope.
Well, I know the truth.
You're the one standing here saying the government was responsible for killing 20 children.
They put fluoride in your water. They put fluoride in the water.
Doing that for years.
Well, it causes brain damage.
No, it doesn't.
It's a fact. Okay, so you're just trying to say that you know more than professors at Harvard University. Do you go to this college?
I'm not saying that.
Do you go
I went here, yeah, I graduated.
Okay, so now what's more of a prestigious university, Ohio State or Harvard? Not Ohio State.
Probably Harvard.
Only thing Ohio State has to offer is football and basketball.
Give me a break,
That's
man.
it.
You have no idea.
That's all they had.
I know. I can tell you didn't go to the school because you wouldn't think that.
Well,
if you did.
I mean, what do they offer? What's so different?
What do they
What's
offer?
So great? Why is
Every major you can ever imagine. One of the best medical facilities.
Then how come
in
you're
the
so
United
ignorant?
States.
Then why are you so ignorant?
Why is there more sick people today?
Yeah, I'm ignorant.
Why is there more sick people
why is
today?
it? Why they?
If this is such a great
How can they
medical
just?
university?
Yeah, why did they just build all those children's hospitals if y'all are such
So
great
children
doctors?
can go there.
Then why is everybody sick if you're so good at healing people? Because you don't understand.
Sick for thousands of years. I mean,
No,
tell me in ancient Egypt
So
and
you're trying to tell me
fucking ancient
so
societies
12 years
that they
ago
had.
there was a drugstore on every corner. There was a CVS. There was a Walgreens.
I mean, that's capitalism.
It was Kroger.
Oh, it's capitalism. Okay, so what happens when a black guy in the hood,
Yeah.
what happens when he gets caught selling drugs? He goes to jail. But if a rich white guy sells drugs in CVS, he gets praised now. He's a great doctor.
You can't just sell drugs. You think he's like, he's selling drugs?
You can only do what the white man says to do, right?
Purpose.
Man, the white man keeping people down.
What's the purpose for it?
Who do you want me to call him? Okay, Esau.
Oxycodone. Codeine. What is that? They're narcotics, right?
Yeah, but you're prescribed that.
You're prescribed.
Prescribed by
You
who?
ever seen someone on that shit?
You know a voodoo doctor prescribes stuff too, right? Give you a potion.
But is he a licensed doctor?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, you gotta be.
It does.
Because actually,
Did he go to school?
You get licensed
and
to
actually
become a
go to
drug
Ohio
dealer?
State to become a voodoo doctor?
Yes, you do. Psychiatry.
Voodoo as a major at Harvard?
What does psychiatry mean? That's witchcraft. That's not even English.
Okay, you're
What does psychiatry
You're being
mean?
straw man.
What
Yeah,
does
I mean-
psychiatry mean?
study of the brain. How it works.
No, what does the word psyche mean?
Psyche?
Yeah.
The way you think?
What is it though?
I just told you.
It's the
your
mind.
psyche, your mind, the way you think. Yeah.
All right. So that tells you they want to manipulate your mind and the way you think. That's why they put fluoride. Do you know that the Germans, the Nazis, put fluoride in the water?
Yeah, and that caused the Holocaust, didn't it?
It was all for research.
The Holocaust never happened. It never happened. Those so
You are insane.
Check this out. Check
And
this out. Check
Hitler,
this out.
and Hitler was a hero.
Check this out. This is Joel 13 and 4. When ye are forgers of lies, ye are all physicians.
That's the New Testament?
Yeah.
It's the New Testament.
So are you a physician? So that you can't speak on things you don't know about.
Neither can you.
Yes.
I can. I used to work.
He worked in the hospital.
But you're not a physician.
No.
Okay.
Actually, he is a physician. What does the word?
I am a physician.
What does the word physician mean? What does
You're a PA?
what does the word physician mean?
Physician. I don't know.
Let's see, you're ignorant. The word
That does
physics.
not mean I'm
The word
ignorant.
physics. What does the word physics mean?
Okay.
It means the same thing as
What does
physician.
ignorant mean?
Physics. What does physics mean? Physics means the same things as a physician. It's the same word, same root word. It means natural, nature. Okay, so a physician, a true physician, is somebody who uses natural things, herbs. Okay, a doctor is somebody who falsifies.
So we're physicians.
We're physicians of truth.
We are.
I'm a physician too because I smoke marijuana. It makes me,
Marijuana has healing properties.
yeah, it does. I agree with it. But it should be legalized.
But it should. I don't care. We don't care about marijuana. Read that again. You're a forger of lies. And your people,
The one saying that the Holocaust never happened.
Where do you live?
We never did that.
I live right over there on West 9th.
So your people
My people, what are you talking about?
Your fathers, their forefathers, their forgers alive. You descend from a long line of deceivers, and you descend from a long line of serpents and snakes.
Where do you descend from?
I descend from kings and rulers of the earth.
Oh, yeah?
And great wise men and prophets.
So that's why you're standing out here on the sidewalk.
We out here prophesizing.
What's your nationality?
Half term, half time. I don't care about any of that. I'm 100% American.
Yeah, there's no such thing as an American.
Yes, there is. I'm American. I was born here.
Do you descend from Americo Vespucci?
Do I what?
Do you or do you not descend from Americo Vespucci?
I have no idea what that is.
Of course not.
America what?
Once again, you display your ignorance for all to see.
I was born in America, raised in America.
America was named after Amerigo Vespucci.
Okay. I didn't understand what you're. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, the guy that originally discovered America.
Amerigo Vespucci discovered America now. I love just rewrite history on the spot.
Let me get back to this song.
First of all, they falsely claimed that Christopher Columbus discovered America, which he did not, because people was already here.
Right.
So how can you discover something when somebody was already there? It just baffles your mind that your brain is boggled. I can see it. Go ahead, read.
Read.
Psalm 64:5.
Teach me.
They encourage themselves in an evil manner. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, who shall see them? They search out iniquity.
They say, who shall see them? Like when they went out there and shot all those little kids at Sandy Hook. They be like, no one, we're gonna get away with it. Even though they got video of a gunman escaping through the woods, even though they got video. Go ahead.
Even though they found rifle shells, when they found him with handguns.
They found him with a rifle too.
Yeah, they found him with just handguns. Just handguns. No rifles. Even the witnesses in school, the children said.
Even when the stories first came out, they said that the mom was a teacher at the school and that she got shot.
Right.
But she wasn't even a teacher at the school.
That was an initial report. I mean,
they can't get this shit right.
They can't get their story straight.
They changed it as soon as they
just like on 9/11. 9/11 was an inside job. Now let me ask you a question.
No.
How many buildings in New York City collapsed? 3.
Yeah.
So how many got hit by planes?
2.
So how did the third building collapse?
Falling shrapnel and hours of burning.
There's no shrapnel.
Did you see how much debris and shit fell down? Did you watch it?
Nothing touched building number 7. It was untouched.
No,
how come none of the other buildings suffered any kind of...
They did.
No, they didn't.
Every building around that area suffered damage.
No. Building number 7 was a controlled demolition.
Oh my God. Yeah, you watch Loose Change. I can tell.
Well, it's obvious. Only a jackass would say otherwise. You ever watch
Only
videos?
The jackasses that made Loose Change.
What they find the passports?
They're smarter
the very
than you.
next day.
They're smarter than you.
You know the reason that towers fell.
What's that dude that made Loose Change? He kind of got a homosexual spirit, but he's smarter than you.
No.
Alex Jones is smarter than you.
I don't know who that is, so I don't really care.
You know Alex Jones is it?
It's Alex Jones. Tell me. Okay. You don't want to tell me.
It's not for you.
I don't need to know.
We're gonna let you know.
What is that? Your prophet? Is Alex Jones?
No,
your
he's
prophet?
not. Actually, he's gonna be destroyed. Actually,
Alex Jones.
Tell me who he is, man. I don't want to be ignorant. I don't want to be ignorant. Who's Alex Jones?
But he was the one behind Loose Change. He helped get it out. He didn't make it. He didn't make it, but he helped the guy.
He's just someone that helps bring out information that's an alternative to watching Channel 4 and 6, 10 news.
So the government was the World Trade Center, was that a controlled demolition too?
Yeah.
Did no planes actually hit it?
Did you see how it came
missiles.
down?
It was missiles.
No, planes hit it.
I don't know what the
they
hell happened.
came down because there were 40 stories on top of beams that had been burning uncontrolled for 3 hours after 2 747s
By fuel that don't burn hot enough to melt.
Okay, yeah, you're right. It didn't. But if it burns for long enough, it's going to weaken it. There are 40 stories on top of it.
So it's just going to collapse naturally.
Yes.
Like a controlled
under that weight of 40 stories.
Both buildings going to collapse.
Yeah.
Wow. You believe in Santa Claus?
Because the 747 flew into it at 500 miles an hour. That's why.
Do you believe in Santa Claus?
Fuck no, I don't believe in Santa Claus.
I bet you celebrate Christmas though, don't you?
Yeah, because
but you do. You don't believe in Santa Claus, yet you celebrate Christmas. You put a Christmas tree in your house. Why do you put trees in your house?
Because it's tradition. Done it all my life.
Well, why? I said why.
Because we're celebrating the season of giving. You give each other gifts that you put under the Christmas tree.
But where's that come from?
I don't know. It's pagan out there.
Oh, you just said it. You just said it. It's pagan. So you're a pagan.
No, I'm not a pagan.
If you're not a pagan,
that doesn't make me anything. It makes me one of 100 million other people in the United States that celebrate Christmas.
Makes you a fellow devil worshiper.
Oh, yeah.
You worship Satan.
Yeah, I worship Satan.
You do worship Satan. Yeah. You just admitted you put a Christmas tree in your house.
That doesn't mean I worship Satan.
Now it proves your ignorance, because that's the highest form of
Satan. Your ignorance.
No, because the Christmas tree is by our worship.
So you think everybody that has a Christmas tree in their house worships Satan?
Yeah.
That is ignorant. That's truly ignorant.
So
yes, it is. You don't know me.
Who is Satan?
You don't know my family.
Huh?
Satan. You're fallen angel.
No, there's no such thing as fallen angel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because God is a conspiracy by the Jews. Right?
You don't know what you're getting.
The power we serve don't share power.
Because you're so dumb, you put Christmas trees in your house, you believe in elves and Santa Claus.
No, I believe in putting Christmas tree in my house because it's for my family and for my neighbors around me, people that I love.
Oh, so
yes,
so the people you love, you bring them.
Who do you love? Probably no one.
I love the Lord. Read that.
The Lord really loved you standing out here telling everybody that they're idiots.
He commanded us to come out here.
No, he did not.
I'm only being
talk to you.
I'm only being an asshole to you because you're an asshole. Because you're an asshole.
I'm an asshole. You are. I don't think God would appreciate you.
But you're a very rude person.
No, you're being.
That's what it is. No,
telling me I worship Satan.
You're uncivilized. You are uncivilized. You're a brute beast. Read that.
Jeremiah 10. Hear ye the word of the Lord. The Lord speaketh unto the house of Israel.
So the Lord is only talking to the house of Israel. That's us. Keep going.
Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
So you're a heathen. We're not supposed to learn. When you celebrate,
living my life.
I
live my life the
same
right
people.
I don't sin. I don't steal. I don't hurt people.
No,
I'm good to the earth. I'm a good person.
But you're a fool.
I'm not a fool.
You are a fool. Because the same people that celebrate Christmas are the same people that believe the government.
Secular holiday now.
Well,
Christmas is a secular holiday.
What does secular mean?
What
does secular mean?
It doesn't have anything to do with religion or God.
What does it mean? Secular means...
I just freaking
No, it's not. It's a Latin
Okay, then what
word.
does it mean?
It means the world. It means worldly. Okay? 1 John 2:15 says, love not the world, neither the things that are in it. Read that.
Thus said the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen.
The Christmas is the way of the heathen. Keep going.
And be not dismayed.
You said it yourself, it was pagan.
Said maybe it evolved from a pagan holiday.
No, now it evolved.
Okay, do you think it's
Keep going.
You really think Christmas is about Satanism and
No, it is about what is the Christmas tree?
Everything that happens has a spiritual.
It's a symbol of the season.
Read this.
Listen, everything that happens is something spiritual behind it. Everything that happens. America won't be this great superpower it is if it wasn't practicing some type of spiritualism.
Okay, now what is?
But it's practicing spirituality on the left-hand side.
It's founded on Satanism.
What's that again?
It was founded on Christian values.
No, it wasn't.
Bringing us over here as slaves is Christian values.
And don't you even the
Okay, let me clarify.
Yeah, yes.
That wasn't Americans that did that. First of all, that was descendants of Europeans. And yeah, that was a different time back then.
Read this.
You're still living in that time.
Oh, it's a different time.
Times are different.
It was different.
Exactly the same thing.
So
we just have the shackles on. We just have the shackles on.
Oh,
in the world, I can't even raise my kids the way I want to.
You telling me that
in a world when I get hired last,
professional athletes and entertainers,
in a world that I'm still experiencing racism here.
But hold up,
a world that I have to worry about them bastards pull behind me if they're gonna pull me over and give me an unjustly ticket.
Yeah, well,
a world where I have to play child support. Come on, what kind of
I got another point though. Because no, he said times have changed. No. Do you know there's even more slavery now than there was before?
Not in America.
Oh, of course they do it offshore, so it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's not wrong with putting Chinese people in forced labor camps to make your.
I never said that was okay.
But
that's terrible.
No. You said times have changed.
Down those factories. You said those factories right here in the USA,
times
baby.
have changed.
Times have changed.
No, it's not. They're doing exactly the same thing now that they did 300, 400 years ago. They got Chinese slave camps right now making your iPhone.
Who fills up the prisons? Blacks, whites, what?
Yeah.
Who commits most of the crime? Blacks, whites.
The so-called white man.
What's a crime?
He created the problem.
So most people are in prison for what? What are most people in prison for? For drugs. Drugs.
Most people have moved past that.
No.
And you really believe that?
Yes. The majority of African Americans have moved past slavery.
African Americans.
Yes.
People
that have African roots that were born in America.
But blacks here don't have African roots. The blacks here do not have.
I'm sorry that you feel a social injustice has been done to you, but most of America has.
But you don't feel social injustice has been done to you, right?
Maybe to your ancestors 200.
But not now, not in the present day, right?
No.
Nothing in the present
day. No,
you
have just as much free will as you do and I do.
That's why when these race wars start, when these class wars start, people like you gonna get slaughtered, man.
You gotta have an angel. You gonna have an angel.
That's a very pessimistic.
You gonna have an angel.
You're gonna get slaughtered.
You gonna have an angel of death putting a beacon on you.
Trust me, you're gonna get slaughtered. It's coming. Don't you know race wars is coming here?
Oh yeah.
It's coming.
Yeah, there it is.
If
you ain't an Israelite, it's over for you. Hey, read that for me. And if you, I don't know about you, man.
Thus said the Lord.
I don't know if you one of Jacob's children.
Learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven.
Signs of heaven, December 25th is the astrological day. That's what's talking about the signs of heaven. In the ancient world, during the time of Christmas, the Romans celebrated Saturnalia, and it lasted more than a day. That's why there's a Christmas song called the 12 Days of Christmas.
I don't know.
Well, there is the 12 on the first day of Christmas. My true love gave to me. Right. So how many days of Christmas? That's because Christmas goes back to the ancient festival of worshiping Saturn. That's why Santa Claus is so similar to Saturn and Satan. Now, do you know it is? Do you know the Santa Claus hat that he wears?
Yeah, the little red thing with the poof ball.
It's the same hat. It's the same hat that Odin wore. Odin wore the same hat. It's the same hat as Wotan, Odin, the Norse god.
Who were those? The Norse god.
Okay, it's
do those people actually exist? Probably not.
It doesn't matter. It is a death. They used to sacrifice children to him. That really happened. They actually sacrificed children to Odin.
But this is a different time that we're living in. People back then, they had no idea.
They still sacrifice children.
They didn't have science.
They still sacrifice children.
We can prove today that there is no God and there is no afterlife.
Read this, man. Read this.
It's a book that's 2,000 years old written by people who didn't know.
So what about
they didn't know any better.
So let me ask you a question.
They didn't have science.
Prove that. They didn't have science.
Okay, so
how did they build the ancient pyramids? They didn't have no type of science.
Yeah. What about the?
It has nothing to do with.
Yes, it does.
You just said they didn't have science.
They didn't have science.
Not that kind of science.
Okay.
What kind of science?
Okay. How old is the Pythagorean theorem?
I don't know. Probably dates back to what? 3 times. I'm sure it's thousands of years old.
Okay. So, but you can't use that. So you can't have any of these buildings because all that geometry is down. Well, you sound
pulling straws. You've been pulling straws.
No. You sound like a fool. The scriptures say that
you sound like a fool.
I got a scripture for you, man. I got a scripture for you.
Spewing this crap. All right, yeah, you got a scripture. Don't do that.
Hey, let's get back to that Christmas tree and finish that up. Okay. Because this guy, he's so dumb. He believes in Santa Claus.
I never said that.
But you put a Christmas tree in your house.
That doesn't mean I believe in Santa Claus.
Because I was about to also tell you that Santa Claus is really, he represents Baal. Because Baal is the same thing as Odin, the same thing as Saturn and Cronus.
Okay, it might have represented that 1,000 years ago.
It still does.
But today, Santa Claus does not represent that.
Yes, it does.
No, it does not. It's a symbol of a holiday.
Just like the little reindeers they put out. Why do they have reindeers? The reindeers represent Artemis, the god. Do you know the Artemis, the goddess of the hunt, is represented by deer?
She never existed.
But if she didn't ever exist, how come y'all got reindeers up in your front door?
It's part of the tradition.
So, what, a pagan tradition? So you saying you a pagan?
No, I'm not a pagan.
Then why you do pagan stuff? If you know Odin doesn't exist, you know how stupid you look paying homage to Odin?
I'm not paying homage to Odin.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You worship Odin. You worship Thor.
Yeah, every day, every morning I wake up, I praise Odin.
Listen,
now
be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. For the customs of the people are vain.
Christmas is vain. Do you know what vain means?
Yeah.
Keep going.
For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with an axe.
Christmas tree, keep going.
They deck it with silver and with gold.
Isn't that what you do? You deck your Christmas tree with silver and gold. Keep going.
It has nothing to do with that.
Yes, it does. They've been doing this for thousands of years.
Okay, 1,000 years ago, maybe.
No.
I do not
let me ask you a
about
question.
being a heathen when I decorate my Christmas tree.
What does that tree represent?
I think about making it it represents the season. It represents a holiday when you're supposed to give thanks.
Why do you put bulbs on a Christmas tree? Let me ask you a question. Why do you put bulbs on? Why do you put bulbs on a Christmas tree?
To light it up to make it look.
No, because the bulbs, the little round bulb, that represents fruit. Have you ever?
It represents a little ornament on a tree.
Fruit.
No.
Okay, you know.
That's an ornament. It's plastic or whatever it's made out of. It doesn't represent fruit. It represents the that you put on your tree.
It represents.
Yeah, maybe it was derived from the spiritual meaning. But what I'm saying
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
1,000 years in the future, which I'm living in, which you guys aren't living in, it's different. Things are different. You need to wake up, man. You guys.
The Christmas tree represents the knowledge. The tree of the knowledge of good and evil that was in the Garden of Eden. Now listen, and the fruit on the tree represents the fruit that the serpent gave to Eve. So when you celebrate Christmas and you put a Christmas tree in the house, that means you worship the serpent.
No. That's not what that means at all.
And you are a serpent, though. So, I mean,
how am I a serpent?
You're a serpent.
I'm a heathen. I don't believe in religion.
We don't believe in religion either.
What have I done? What have I done today that makes me a serpent?
You just said you worship Odin.
I never said that. You said that.
But you said you put a Christmas tree in your
straws, and then you said I.
No, you said you put Christmas trees in your house.
Yes, I do.
That means you're a pagan.
No.
You said it was pagan.
It derived from a pagan tradition. 1,000 years in the future, which I'm living in, which you guys aren't. I don't know about you, because I haven't heard you talk.
He believes the same thing as us.
Oh, okay. Well, then you.
Why would he say something different? We won't even let him come out here with us if he says something different.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's fine. You guys all agree with each other.
He probably wants to curse you out too.
Crazy.
Because he's doing the camera, he probably wants to curse you out.
Well, what's the point of the camera? Am I gonna be on the internet?
Yeah, this is people
want to.
No, I don't want to.
But that's usually what the videos go to YouTube.
Plus, you might try to shoot us. What? You might try to shoot us.
No, why would I do that?
You could be a government agent. You could be from that. You could be.
See,
I don't know.
You guys think way too much into things. Slow down and just live your life, man. That's what it's all about.
I'll just live your life, huh?
Just live your life.
But I have a scripture for you.
All right,
We live in our life, bro.
Because he said there's no God. He said
we live
wasting your time.
every day, man.
So he said they can.
You're not changing anybody's mind. I guarantee it.
He said they can sign.
We're not out here changing someone's mind.
Oh, then what are you doing?
We're trying to just wake up there. There's a small number.
Trying to wake up people's minds.
No, there's just a small number of people that we're looking for.
Right now,
we're fishing right now.
Right now,
we're fishing for a small number of
people that agree with you.
It's what you call the elect. That when you go to the Book of Revelation, it speaks of 144,000. So we're not out here for everyone. We're only out here for the elect.
144,000. That's the number of people that are getting into heaven. Is that?
No, those are just the elect. The ones that can be given spiritual power.
Okay.
Okay. So we're fishing.
When? In the afterlife or when?
No.
When them UFOs come out the sky. Yeah, it got even crazier. I got something for you.
Yeah, it did.
So you say UFOs don't exist? Even Fox News just came out with a video.
Honestly, you don't believe in UFOs? You never seen one?
I've never seen one. No, I can't prove it.
So you can't prove it. So you don't believe them?
I cannot. Myself, I cannot prove it.
But you don't believe they exist, right?
I have to see it to believe it, man.
It's documented fact.
What? Area 57, they got a UFO there?
No, we never said that.
Area 57 is the government.
No, but that's
their UFO.
That's the government.
That's the ones they're making.
Yeah, that's the government secret.
You know, they got technology that when they release it.
So the thousands and thousands of people that over time that have worked there at Area 57, they've all kept their mouth shut and nobody's come out and said anything.
Why would they? They'll kill you. And some of them do talk, like you said.
Okay, so say, hey, the government's going to kill me if I say this.
It doesn't matter, because a lot of times when these people come out and talk, nobody believes them. You're not going to believe. If a government agent came out, if somebody actually that worked at Area 57 came out, told you, he could show you his ID papers, you still won't believe him.
I probably would.
He could show you actual documents and videos. You'd be like, nah,
I'd probably believe him if there's fact and it's right in front of me. Yeah, I'd probably believe him.
You're a hypocrite. Watch this. Psalms 14:1. You said there's no God. He said, first of all.
Okay, first let me clarify that. I don't believe there's a religious God. There's obviously a higher power.
Oh, now there's a higher power.
Religion, it could be, it's the answer maybe to how, but not the answer to why. You know what I'm saying? You don't know that.
No, you make no sense.
No, you don't make any sense.
No, you make nonsense. Everything you say is. My fault.
I want to really where he's getting it from. Okay, I want to just try to understand what he's saying.
Oh, go ahead, my fault.
About your definition of what you think it is. I'm just trying to hear what you're saying.
I have no idea because I'm just,
you don't believe
maybe in the afterlife I will.
There's an actual living
power. There might be, but I don't know.
Let me show you something.
Okay.
Psalms 14:1. The fool hath said in his heart, because you're actually contradicting yourself, because earlier you said science has proven that there's no God. We have it on tape. You actually said that.
Yeah, that there is no God, that people are worshiping every day and trying to get into heaven. Yeah, there's no proof of that.
Well, this is heaven right here.
This is heaven?
Well, no, this is hell.
This is actually,
it's hell for these people.
It's really disappointing if, man, I'm staying here with you guys in heaven, man. I tell you what.
It's hell for these people. But it's heaven for the so-called white man, Esau, the Edomites. Because they're the ones ruling the world. You know what I'm saying? Move on. When you run into a bank, who owns that bank? It's not one of these people.
The guy who worked really hard during his life.
Somebody worked really hard, huh?
Yeah.
A Jew working hard. When a Jew will laugh at you. If a Jew was here and heard you say that, he would laugh at you. It is. Actually, what does the word race mean?
race.
What does it mean?
It means
no,
white,
actually,
Indian,
let me
Chinese.
explain something to you.
See, you're building.
No, because you have to.
Well, what did it mean 1,000 years ago? Tell me what it meant 1,000 years ago.
No, I'm gonna tell you what it means.
Okay.
Grace is a Hebrew word, ra'ash. It comes from a Hebrew word, and it means the head. Okay, so it means the head. Now listen, there's only one head. The head is the Lord. Okay, and that's the head, and we're the head. The only racists are Israelites. We're the only one that's allowed, and we are racist. Okay, we're racist, and we're the head under the Lord. Okay, because the scripture says the head of every man is Christ. Okay, and the head of every woman is the man.
That's right.
And the head of Christ is the Most High.
And this world doesn't have order. That's why there's too much unjust shit going on.
There's crazy people everywhere.
But we, like us, we're real crazy.
Yeah, like you.
But we're not violent though. Listen to this.
Society, society make you crazy.
Yeah.
The world that you live in make you crazy. This shit this didn't exist 10 years ago.
Talking to
all this was going on now wouldn't have happened 10 years ago.
No, I'm sure it was.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sure it was.
No, not at this high level. Not at this high level. How old are you? About 25?
23.
You're a young cat, man.
Yeah.
You're a young cat, man. So you just see what was going on 10 years ago in all reality.
It's a really,
you were in a child state of mind.
Like we said,
yeah, but you know, I've read history and I've studied history and I know a lot about it.
We got to study more history because you're really, like I was saying, I'm just kind of, you're a victim. You are a victim of this. Okay? Now let me read you a scripture. No, I'm talking about this world. They totally brainwashed you. Could you believe everything the government says?
See, I live a good life and I have a nice family and I like where I'm going.
Where are you going?
How am I?
See, everybody doesn't have a good life. Everyone doesn't have a good life.
If you work hard enough,
happy time.
even
if you don't understand, son.
Even if you work hard enough.
Happy time.
Wait, what?
Because I worked hard enough, but there was always some devil bringing me back down and making sure I stay at a certain level.
You've never done anything.
Never.
To put you in this spot right now.
Well, as far as committing crimes, as far as stealing, robbing, motherfuckers, selling drugs, no. I never lived no life like that. I never loved them. I always hated that type of shit. Yeah. But it was unjust devils that was accusing me of shit, though. Falsely accusing me of shit. And then the courts themselves uphold it. They helped them uphold it.
But all these judges are racist. They all follow that Darwinistic.
Prosecutors,
a lot of
policemen.
There's a lot of them believe in that Darwinistic philosophy.
What did they accuse you of?
All kind of shit, man.
Like what?
Like, let's go to aggravated robberies.
Just go to
aggravated robberies when I've never even been near the shit that they try to accuse me of.
Have you ever been in that courtroom?
Never been to jail for nothing?
Oh, no, yeah. No, I've never been to jail. Never put myself in that situation.
So I never put myself in that position.
They'll put you.
They came and got you from work.
They just no. I was somewhere and some devil. There he goes. That he lied. Someone just pointing out anyone.
We was out here teaching.
That's what finally came out. That he was just pointing out anyone. A devil. Yep. Only a devil does shit like that.
I don't believe it. Sorry.
So I'm making it up?
Yeah. So when you go down to that courthouse down there, so you saying all those people down there are criminals? When they packing thousands and thousands of people, they're all criminals, right?
No.
So why are they down there? Why are they down there getting robbed by them judges? Why the rubbers? How come those judges?
You have to agree that the majority of people there belong there.
No, they don't. No, they don't. Actually, in a way, I might agree with you because they're a bunch of damn heathens and a bunch of antichrists. So I feel where you're coming from in a way. But you're saying that. What did I say? I said damn.
I said damn, yeah.
Oh Lord. I'm sorry. I didn't know you was a little girl. Did I take your ears?
Well, I mean, that's heathenistic, right? It's the swear.
This ain't Mr. Rogers' neighborhood, man. Okay. This ain't Sesame Street. Okay.
I know.
And actually, Sesame Street. No, Elmo, child molester. I bet Elmo being a child molester.
That's a conspiracy.
No, probably not. That's just a crazy guy that likes to touch
every last one of those puppeteers.
That's all it is.
Every last person on Sesame Street is a child molester.
Every last person?
Every last person.
Yeah, I disagree with you there.
Grover's a child molester. Elmo's a Cookie Monster's, all of them. Motherfucking Jim Henson, he was a faggot. You gotta be a faggot to even...
Say faggot.
Faggot. What does faggot mean?
It's a slur towards gay people.
It's a bundle of sticks that gets burned up.
Okay, so 1,000 years ago, that's what it was.
That's what it still means.
So that was my whole point to you guys earlier.
Let me show you.
You're thinking thousands of years ago.
Not.
Things have changed now.
No, nothing has changed.
Yeah, I agree. The faggot was a bundle of sticks 1,000 years ago. So today it's a derogatory slur towards gay people.
Were the laws of
times are changed.
Were the laws of physics the same 2,000 years ago?
No, because they didn't have the research.
No.
Well, okay, no, I agree.
So
they were. Yeah, no, they were.
No, are you saying the sun didn't go up and go down 2,000 years ago?
It did.
Oh, but now it's different now though.
Yeah, because
how's it different?
It's not different, but we've just had advances in technology that
have
I don't
understand.
us to different.
You gotta prove it. You don't make sense.
Look around you. You don't think that in the past 2,000 years that physics has evolved?
No, the last.
Let me ask you a question.
We're evolving. The world is constantly evolving.
The Lord has put knowledge on the
religion.
Okay.
Most people, besides for you guys, have evolved in the past.
The scripture said,
years.
I'll give you that. The scripture said knowledge shall be increased in the end days. In the end times, it's in the book of Daniel. It said knowledge will be increased in the end times. Now let me ask you a question.
Mine said the world's gonna end.
Let me ask you a question. Calculus.
Yeah.
Who invented calculus?
Some Greek guy.
No, that Greek, no. Isaac Newton invented calculus. Even scientists today, even the atheists will say this. They'll say Isaac Newton is the greatest scientist of all time. But you know what he said? He said the Bible is 100% truth. So let me read you the scripture out of the Bible.
Yeah, you know how many other people have said that too?
Well, Isaac Newton, he's a lot smarter than you. He invented calculus. Yeah. So you admitted it.
He's a lot smarter.
So you know what? Isaac Newton, I'll quote him.
But everybody
listen,
that believes in the Bible 100% is not smarter than me.
Huh? Yeah, well, that's true, because a lot of people, the Bible attracts a lot of weirdos and dumbasses.
I can tell.
Here you go. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end. Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
Written 2,000 years ago.
Okay, I got a scripture.
Listen, you did that.
It's a prophecy speaking of the last time, in the end days.
Yeah, but do you know how many prophecies have been predicted that have not come true?
Name one. Name one.
Just one.
A lot.
Just name one though. Just one.
Name one.
Oh, come on.
Because you don't have none. There's so many.
Do you know?
I'll tell you all kinds of Pat. The Bible prophesied about Alexander the Great before he was even born.
Okay, but what else did it prophesize?
It prophesied about...
You ever heard of RFID chip?
The mark of the beast?
Yeah.
You're familiar with that?
Yeah, because I've seen loose
change. They had that technology 2,000 years ago. They had that... Did they have that technology 2,000 years ago? That's a prophecy.
That's some hip-hop. I'll show you another good point, though, because you mentioned zeitgeist.
Right.
That shows you the hypocrisy of zeitgeist. Because on one hand, they try to say the Bible's false. Then on the other hand, they're trying to use the Bible to talk about the mark of the beast. You see that that trickery right there? Because you know who's the people that first brought out the information on the mark of the beast? It was Christians. Those the main people. Well, actually, the Israelites. We're the main people out here warning people, man. Actually, we're about the only people out here warning. Who else you see out here on the streets warning the people?
Nobody, and for good reason, probably.
Well, that's because now
most people are just trying to live their lives, and, you know.
Well, we ain't got. Look. Happy days are coming to an end. Soon, there's not going to be no food in the stores. Don't you know? Have you heard about the fiscal cliff? They said we've just went off the cliff.
The fiscal cliff.
No, go ahead and say whoa.
What happens when that shit kicks in?
People's taxes are going to go up.
Oh yeah, that's good. Don't you know the whole global economic system?
You don't believe that people are going to try to come together and work out a solution?
Hell no. You know what society...
These devils didn't want to come together when they weren't catching... These devils didn't want to come together when they weren't catching hands. They didn't give a damn about us. You know, they didn't give a shit about us. But now that they're having problems, they want to hold hands.
There's no hope for you. You have no hope.
Then how come all these rich people move out to the suburbs?
Because they've worked hard in their lives and now they can afford to move out in the suburbs. They've done good things and they're getting rewarded. Yes, because they've been good people, they've worked hard, they studied, they've worked their way up in their job, they've tried very hard, and now, hey, they can afford that house. Good for them, man.
They worked their way up in a job, So is it good?
You look too much into stuff.
You are naive.
If you want today, if you started today, say, hey, my goal is to move out to wherever, so I don't know the suburbs.
I already live around a bunch of devils. That's where I live. I live around a bunch of devils.
Why?
You know?
So you made it.
No, I ain't make shit. You know what I'm saying?
Who said made it?
That don't make shit.
That's what I'm saying. You live in La La Land.
No, you do.
No,
I do not live in La La Land.
You do.
I live in the real world.
You live in bizarre.
I'm going to work hard every day and try to be the best person I can be.
Well, guess what?
And I'm going to get rewarded for it.
There is no work. There is no work. You know, jobless rates are all-time low.
Yeah, I know that.
So how can everybody just? There's no job. There's no money.
You ever heard of outsourcing?
Yeah, but I mean, have you seen
you don't get it, man.
No, you don't get
the whole global economic system.
Check this out. Why did Obama go to Myanmar?
Yeah, he went there to try to fucking open front traps so he can move cheap labor.
He's planning on moving more businesses from this toilet to there. So it's gonna get worse and worse and worse
and worse.
And it's never going to recover. It's never going to recover.
Paul's president.
No, even
oh my God. Fucking Ron Paul.
You got dreams and hopes, huh?
Yeah, man. You actually think Ron Paul would ever be president?
And dreams.
No, probably not, because
moving in the right direction.
Are asleep and they, don't know what's best for the country. So.
First of all, he's a Freemason.
Yeah.
So
physician. Oh, he's a physician too.
Actually, he is right. He's a doctor. You know what doctors do? No. Okay. Now, hoes, go back. The Bible says a man is not allowed to look upon another man's wife's nakedness. So he's delivering babies, looking up at another man's wife's pussy all day, just looking at all kind of different married women's. Because the Bible said we're supposed to have midwives. So, and he claims to be a Christian too. So he knows that. He's read the Bible. He knows that's in the Bible, but he does it anyway. That's because he also...
Because times have changed. Yeah, maybe 1,000 years ago, you needed somebody.
I ain't gonna
how many people died during childbirth? A lot. If there was a physician there, that probably wouldn't have happened, right?
You're supposed to have a midwife.
So you're saying...
A trained midwife.
No man.
That's what...
No man.
And then when they give birth, these days they have a woman lie down on her back when they give birth. It's all backwards. Yeah.
So gravity can bring the baby.
Yeah.
They do everything backwards in this system.
You guys think everybody has a sinister thing behind everything they do? No, that's crazy.
People are wicked.
No, they're not.
So you know what the thing?
How many people do you know, man? You
don't know a lot more than you, buddy. I've done a lot more than you. I've done a lot more than you.
It's just you don't know the right way, bro.
A lot, man. I'm 45 years old, man. I've been around here a long time. I've done a lot.
You've been around here a long time.
I've been a lot of places.
Where have you been?
I mean, just a lot of places,
out of the
man.
country?
No,
I've been a lot of places too.
I've been all over the world. I've been to Japan. I've been to Thailand. Okay, I've been all across the United States, East Coast to West Coast, New York.
Thailand?
Yes,
I've been everywhere. What did you do there?